Good morning, everybody. It's Ariyan Miller, the Millennial Mindsetter, and I'm back just to talk with you guys, just to chill with you guys, hang out with you guys. I've been growing. I know you guys have been following my process. If you know me in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, back when I was in high school, I was crazy as hell. I was very loud, outspoken, rude, disrespectful, blunt, straight up, upfront, friendly, outgoing, and to myself, all at the same time. Over time, I've calmed down just a little bit. I'm not as crazy. I'm not as loud. I'm not as blatantly honest, but I'm coming into myself. I recently talked to some people, and I'm just trying to recreate myself in a better, more positive light. I just wanted to share with you guys some fun facts about me. You know, they said that the revolution should not be televised. And this revolution is going to be televised. I want you guys to see how I came up, where I came from, what my process is, what my process has been, what my process is going to continue to be. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. First, I want to share with you guys some fun facts about me. If you don't know by now, my name is Ariyan Miller. I like to go by the Millennial Mindsetter. You can find me as Ari2Billy on Instagram. It used to be Ari2Millie, but I decided I'm going to just go for a billion. Why would I stop at a million? I'm going to just go for a billion. So I changed it to Ari2Billy. So pretty soon, when I see y'all in the room, y'all going to be like, Ari2Billy. Yeah, you spoke that into existence. And please be on the lookout for my book. It's called How I Became a Billionaire. No, it's called I'm a Fiend for the African American Dream. How I Became a Billionaire Before I Made $1 billion. It's going to be dope, dude. It's going to be hella dope. I also have another book on the way called The Buyer's Bible. It's just going to be the buyer's guide to home buying process. It's going to come with 10 commandments and a bunch of stories and a host of plenty of other things that will help you substantially in your home buying process. It's going to be awesome, honestly. So I'm excited to just, hit you guys with that. And I'm just excited to be me. I know so many people, like I told you guys earlier, I'm getting to know myself again. I'm not silencing myself. I'm not dimming my light to make anybody else feel comfortable. I'm not doing it no more. I'm just at a point in my life where I want to step into my greatness and just be great. And have such strong energy within myself that I'm not like teetered, tottered, or how you say it, like, I'm not affected. It's like a cooler word, but I just said it. I'm not affected by the energy of others. When I walk into a room or when I talk to somebody and they give me weird energy, I want my energy to be so strong that I'm able to keep that same energy and just continue to be me. I don't want to be, oh, she got an attitude, I got an attitude. Or she came in here unhappy, I'm going to be unhappy now. Whatever the case is, you know how we tend to do. Energy is transferable. It can never be destroyed or anything like that. It's transferable. So one of my life goals is to have an energy so strong, an aura so strong that nobody can touch the level or playing field that I'm on. Or it's just like, I am in a bubble of energy so strong. People can catch mine, but I'm levitating so high that I cannot catch theirs. And I would like to be associated with people who do the same. So I'm coming up, y'all. I'm coming up in this real estate world, real estate and mortgage loans. I'm so proud of myself. I'm going from ground zero real fast. Sometimes people think that things happen overnight, and I've had my share of ups. I have my share and downs. share of downs. I have my share of hard times, but I'm making my way. I am absolutely 1,000% determined to become a successful entrepreneur, to leave a legacy. That's why I named my company Legacy to Life, because we help people bring their legacy to life. And first thing I will do is bring my own legacy to life. And it's already here. It's already alive. But my legacy will live. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful. Not trying to cry, it's kind of dramatic. But I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm just everything under the sun, because God has a plan for me. And I know that. Some people, God has a plan for them, they don't know. And I know that, so I'm just ready to take advantage of it. I'm ready to, I'm at a point in my life where nothing is going to stop me. There's no way. There's no way. I've come too far. I've come to a point where I don't give a fuck what happens. I will not be stopped. I will keep pushing. I will move on. My legacy will live. My legacy will be strong. And I'm just so excited to just be here, be in my skin. I'm just so happy to be in my skin because I just am. It's so hard to explain, but I'm making my way, y'all. Just 2 months ago, I had my first $10,000 in 1 month. I never did that shit before, ever. I've never made $10,000 in 1 month. This is a first for me. So as I'm saying, you guys, the revolution will be televised. I'm going to show everybody this is where I started from, and this is where I'm going. I'm going to tell you guys my story real quick, and then I'm out. This is what I've came up from, and there's nothing but up from here. Problems come, and they will go, but please believe I'm about to have some rich nigga problems if I ever have a problem, because I'm not. I refuse to indulge and hang around in poverty. When I was 18 years old, I worked first, before I graduated high school, I worked at Boss Track Community Center, and it was almost like a summer work program, but it was all year round. So I worked there, and after I graduated, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know I needed another job. So I started working at my first, was that? Yeah. So I had the summer work program, and then my first real job. I know I'll be seeing those memes like, tell us, y'all, wasn't McDonald's everybody's first job? Yes, McDonald's was my first job. I worked at McDonald's. And let me tell y'all this story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to do right by the people that I work with. I'm going to do right by the people that I care about. I'm going to do right by the job. So when I worked at McDonald's, I would be on time. I pick up shifts. I stay late if they need to. I did what I was supposed to do, like due diligence. I did that. But here's where they had me fucked up at. One day I had got some singles, real big. You know, singles, we black. They're nice and big. And the hat wouldn't fit over my head. All my managers liked me, so they trying to help me, fix the hat on the head, and and this shit just wouldn't work. Like, the hat was just too damn big. So, the white lady, the store manager, some old white lady, she came in and she was like, "You need to go home and you need to fix it." I was like, "Oh, okay." She must not know who the fuck she talking to. So, at that time, I told her, how about I just never come back? And I never went back to that shit. I think I was there for about 4 months. But one thing I know is what you're not about to do is disrespect me. I work too hard for you burger bitches for you to be disrespecting me. We're not doing that. So, yeah, I never went back. My manager called me like, just come back. We need you. Can't do it. You're not finna tell me to go home and fix it and point your finger in my face and even raise your voice. We're not doing that. That's out. Boundaries crossed. We're done. So that happened. That same day, I called my mom like, I just quit my job. She said, print out your resume, because my mom, she taught me how to write an excellent resume. She like, if you ain't never worked, you make up a job. You no gaps in your work history. Make sure it's lengthy. You don't want to have just like, and don't make sure it's only one page. Make sure it's not 5 pages. Make sure it's not some bit like, just do the right thing. Just Google it, you know? So she taught me how to write an excellent resume. Had that. She said, call every hotel in the city. Matter of fact, just go to every hotel in the city. Get you a hotel job. So that same day, I printed out my resume. I got dressed. I used to always go to the thrift store and get like suits and stuff like that. That's before I had kids. I used to actually dress up. So I put on one of my little suits. I fixed my hair, my braids that I had just got done doing. And okay, so I printed out my resume and I went to every hotel in the city. And I gave them a copy of my resume. And one of the hotels I went to was called Best Western. I went to the Best Western and I got a job that day. They interviewed me and I got the job that day. Listen, when doors close for me, they don't close for too long. Or if they close, another one is opening up right behind it. Like, God got me at all times. Okay, so that happened. I just want to give you guys like a quick snapshot. So let me get to the point. So that happened. I started working there. I worked at the front desk for, I think, 6 months. Then I got promoted to be the event coordinator. So when people are having weddings, I'm doing that. When people are having baby showers, birthday parties, Passovers, anything, I'm doing that. I'm taking care of it. I took care of so many people. I always made my budget. Like, I ran that show very well. I didn't know everything because I'm kind of young. I didn't have any systems in place. I didn't put any systems in place. But when I tell you I made my budget and made that hotel money, whatever they told me, you got to make $7,000 this month, $10,000 this month. I always did that. Anyway, okay, so that was that. And then I got pregnant, had Diari, my first baby. When I came back, they gave some other girl my job. And the good thing about her is she had systems in place. She made it look nice. But did she make her budget? No. But that's another story for another day. And they promoted me to sales manager. So I went from event manager to sales manager. And I was in charge of like booking rooms for any type of corporate client. So it could be construction workers. I was in charge of giving them a group rate. It could be a band, a school band, a football tournament, or what, like hockey tournament, whatever's going on in the city. My job was to call those people or build those relationships and get, like, I used to go to other hotels and do like parking lot sweeps. Like I would write down all the company trucks name that was in their parking lot. It was fun. I had fun doing that. But anyway, but the work environment was toxic. When I say toxic, it was toxic. I had a GM. She used to just say dumb shit like, why do black men get mad when white women take their men? Like, okay, yeah, you retarded. Yeah, you're special. You're a different kind of special. So she would ask me she was just disrespectful. And I honestly believe she didn't know. Like, sometimes I think people are disrespectful on purpose. I think she was really retarded. Like, you really just don't know. Anyway, so she did that to the point where I'm just like, I'm out. So one day I'm like, I quit. I quit on my birthday, y'all, September 7th, 2017. I quit and I went to go buy a new car. Anyway, but did y'all see the evolution of that? I worked at that job for 3 years. And in the midst of having that job, I got pregnant. I started off at $8, went to $12, went to $15. That was huge for me. In 6 months, 8 plus 8, almost doubled my income. Almost doubled my income. Anyway, so that happened. And I quit my job on my birthday, went to go buy a brand new car, just crazy as hell. And I was like, I'm gonna drive Uber. Sounded like the smartest shit in the world. It sounded hella smart. So I was driving Uber. I would be all around the world. I'd be in Napa. I'd be in San Francisco. I'd be in Oakland. I'll be in San Jose. I'll be in just everywhere, like Mountain View, Oakdale, Danville, just all around the world. And at that time, I was so passionate about not working for someone else again. I didn't give a fuck. I was driving 16 hours a day, making $400. That was hella tight to me. Bitch, you making $400? I used to make $400 in like a half a week, or like, you know, a few days of work would be $400. I'm making it in one day. That was hella smart to me. But what I did is I burnt out. My drive was no longer there. Because the goal was, because at this time I already had my life insurance license. I was already serving people, and I skipped a whole bunch of stuff, but I had my life insurance license. I was serving people, attending the meetings, like going hecka hard and stuff like that. But it wasn't hot. So my goal was to drive, make enough money just to pay my bills, and the rest of the week do life insurance, like go hecka hard in life insurance. But the drive died out so quickly because I was burnt out from driving. I was all over the freaking world. San Francisco to San Jose to Stockton to Livermore to this way, that way, every way, Sacramento. That's a long drive. That's like driving to LA 5 times in one day. Or like, that's dramatic. Yeah, 4 times in one day. Driving to LA and back 2 times. It's just a lot. Anyway, so, God. So, I did all that, you guys. And I got burnt out on Uber. So after I did Uber, I did Lyft. After that, I started doing the DoorDash thing. And it just wasn't popping off. I had got my real estate license. And there was some blockage. I can't put my finger on it right now. But I had my life insurance license. I had my real estate license. I didn't have the confidence that I needed to succeed. I still felt a little down, like I was supposed to go to college. You went to McDonald's. You went to the hotel. I didn't think people would trust me because I'm always the youngest one in the room. Like, there was so many doubts that was there that weren't serving me. And I had to, you know, now I'm just like, fuck it. You get what you get. And if you like it, that's cool. And if you don't, that's okay too. It'll be fine. So anyway, so the blocks were there. That's why I wasn't succeeding in real estate. That's why I wasn't succeeding in life insurance. But I saw my mom build a successful real estate company for the last 20 years. That's why I got in real estate. I got in life insurance because my mom said I could make a lot of money, which I did make a lot of money in life insurance. But anyway, so then you guys that came up with the plan. I'm like, okay, I think I quit driving Uber. Like, I was burnt out. I was like, fuck all this shit. I don't care if I go broke and fall out. I'm not doing that anymore. So I got Deontay this job. I got him this job as a manager of an entire facility. It was just off a fluke. I think I even found it on Craigslist or something. Something crazy. A crazy opportunity. When Deontay got that job, it was ground zero. When they walked him to the warehouse was completely empty. He filled it up. He did everything. He built that whole business for them. And they were across the country in Delaware. Anyway, he hired me as the administrative assistant. As y'all know, I told McDonald's, screw y'all, I'm good. I told the hotel, screw y'all, I'm good. Like, your boundaries are crossed. And that was a toxic work situation. And it was so funny. I said, God is so funny because I've never had a warehouse job. And I always said, like, you wouldn't catch me dead in a warehouse. But God said, oh, that's what you thought? You thought you would never be in a warehouse? I worked in a warehouse. I wasn't throwing no boxes because that's what I'm not finna do. But I was in that dusty-ass warehouse being an admin assistant. They had me doing, like, filling orders and just doing stuff. So they had me doing that, but we just kept butting heads. And plus, again, now I'm making $15 again. This is 2019, so I had a 2-year run of pure entrepreneurship. I made it. I did okay. I probably made like $20K in those 2 years, maybe even less. 2017, I was making $15. Quit my job to pursue entrepreneurship. Didn't have the girth to do it. Got another job, making the same amount 2 years later. Just stupid. And it's just funny though, because God played with me. He had a little laugh with me, and he just taught me, like, girl, what you're supposed to do is, which was for you, is going to keep circling back around for you. So November 2019, I didn't last long. When I tell you we was in there fighting, it's just a certain way you talk to people and a certain way you treat people. He got me a little bit like, if it was anybody else, they would have been, Ariyan is gone, I'm out. He got me a little bit longer because of the relationship and everything. But listen, I was going to stand my ground. What you not going to do is talk to me like that. Like, it was crazy. It was just a hot mess. Anyway, so I had to quit. I trained this girl for him, and I was like, I'm out. I'm doing my thing. So I went back to doing real estate. And this time, things are coming through for me. So that was November 2020. That happened. November 2020. No, November 2019. That's when I quit that job. And yeah, November 2019, that was the last time I worked a real job, a job. I'm proud of myself. But anyway, so I quit that job. Keep in mind, guys, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant with Damani. 2 girls now, 2 whole kids that I got to take care of, that I got to leave a legacy for, that I got to be an example for. So, got pregnant with Damani. So I don't know when I got pregnant with Damani, but I know I had the baby May 18th, 2020. So during that time, I was working a little bit, but you know, when you're pregnant, you down, you can't move how you want to move, but I was still moving because I can't just stay stuck. But anyway, so I had the baby, and that's when Corona hit. It was so depressing. I don't know if it was depressing just because mentally it's like, oh, I can't go nowhere. Got this crying ass baby right here, always crying and shit. Like, I can't do anything. I'm breastfeeding. The baby don't want to go with nobody. It was just so dreadful. So I stayed home with her for 6 whole months. And I remember in December, Constance Carter, my mentor, my broker, she has an end of the year cap. And we're going over my numbers, and she like, okay, how much did you make this year? 14,000. I made 14,000 in real estate, which I'm still proud of because I was working a full-time job. I was pregnant. That was actually really sorry. But anyway, so I made 14,000 that year, and I made some money in life insurance too, but it just wasn't enough. At the end of the day, that's not enough. You got 2 kids. What the fuck you gonna do with 14,000? Like, it's certain things that you just start to realize, like, this shit isn't gonna work. So I was just, I'm laughing because I want y'all to see me soft, but I was just like, no, like, this isn't gonna work. I got 2 kids. I don't think I'm supposed to buy about 14,000. Like, this is so pitiful. This is sad. So anyway, at the end of the year, and I was just, when I tell you guys I was depressed, and I always wonder what that feel like, because I've had anxiety before, and I got over it, because like, you can't keep a real one down. But anyway, I've gotten over that phase in my life. But when I was stuck with this baby at home, breastfeeding, she wouldn't go with nobody, always crying and all this shit, I was depressed. I was down. The house was fucked up. I used to be cooking and stuff, and I still don't cook. I'm good. I'm over that stage in my life. I used to be cooking, done. Cleaning, not happening. It was just a mess. It was just a hot mess. It was so pitiful. And when I met with Constance for our end of the year recap, I was telling her about it, and I had just got my loan license. I guess I was still building. It just didn't feel like it. So now I got real estate, life insurance, loan license. I know how to do credit, but it ain't my shit. You know, you got your shit, that's not my shit. But anyway, focus. So I just got my loan license. She said, look, you just had the baby. You need to maybe get a nanny. And she said you need to focus on refinances. Interest rates are record low because of coronavirus. You don't have to worry about timelines on refinances, so you can still learn your loan process. And you can make a lot of money. I'm like, okay, you're right. And she didn't spend much time with me. It was like a short little thing. And then I'm late. I forgot about it. She had to text me. It was just a mess. Okay, anyway. So she spent a couple minutes with me, and that was it. Probably about 15 minutes. And I tell you, I just had a breakthrough. Like, look, when I say you can't keep a real one down, there's no way. There's no way. So anyway, that happened. And I just started working. I got so lucky by the grace of God. God be coming through for a sister. Deontay got fired from his job. And I said, oh, you got fired? Well, now you finna stay home and I'm finna go to work because I'm not doing this no more. Something's gonna have to give here. So he stayed home because there was no other way. Like, if I want, like, yeah. So I went to go work. And as you know, in real estate, you don't get paid unless you close. You don't get paid unless you close. So I went to work, and I'm working really hard from November, December, January, February. And in March, I made a little bit of money in January. I didn't make any money in November or December. And in March, I had my first 10,000 month. April, May, going strong. I remember at one time, my goal was just to have close two clients in 1 month. Just close 2 clients in 1 month. I could close 2 clients in 1 month. Like, I was the coolest thing in the world to me. And I did that, and now I'm doing it consistently. Right now, I got 5 transactions in escrow. I'm about to murder the game. Right now, I'm partnering with real estate agents to do their home loans. I can work from anywhere. I can work from the beach. I can work from the office. I love this office. I love this place. I can work from wherever I want, but I can do the things that I want. I had to have a breakthrough. I'm grateful for Constance. I had to have someone tell me, okay, like, she didn't even, like, you know how some people be trying to feel sorry for you, like, you're depressed, okay. She didn't try to do that. She just said, look, this is what you need to do, and I see you when you do it. And luckily, I am the type of person to execute, and I'm just grateful, because you just need to know, like, okay, left or right? Like, which path do I take? Or just, like, I don't know, sometimes you just need that one little bit of reassurance, and it's going to take you a long way. Like, a little bit of gas, a little push, it's going to take you a long way. But I'm just wanted to share because I'm so grateful for the journey, and I've left out so many parts. I'll probably give you guys a more detailed spill because this was already long as hell. But listen, I don't know where you're at or what you're doing in your life right now, but you have the power to make your life whatever and however you want it to be. Whatever your goal is, you can do that. Whatever you see yourself, you can do that. And if you don't see yourself, hook up with people who are able to see you in a light that you don't see yourself just yet. Or sometimes we see ourselves and then we forget. Stick around people and get with people that are going to keep reminding you how great you are. And people who don't necessarily see your vision, but can go that same way. Because when you're with people that's trying to drag you back or expecting you to carry them on your back, that shit gets tough. So go where peace is. Go where love is. Take time with yourself. Be understanding. Respect yourself. Get yourself together and believe in yourself. There will be ups. There will be downs. But it will come back around and work in your favor. And I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time. This is my first story time ever, and I appreciate you.